The Vanishing Roommate. One morning, Liam's roommate simply wasn't there. Clothes gone, bed made, no signs of a struggle. But the strange thing wasn't that he disappeared overnight. It was that no one seemed to remember he ever existed. Liam's heart hammered against his ribs. He called Daniel's name, the sound swallowed by the sudden emptiness of the apartment. He checked his phone, scrolling frantically. No texts, no missed calls. It was as if Daniel had evaporated into the morning mist. At the university, Liam spotted a mutual friend, Chloe, by the grand old oak tree on the main lawn. "Have you seen Daniel?" he asked, his voice tight with anxiety. "He didn't come home last night." Chloe frowned, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. "Daniel? I'm sorry, Liam, the name doesn't ring a bell. Are you sure he's in our program?" Liam stared at her, his stomach twisting into a knot. "What? We all had dinner together last week." A cold dread began to creep over Liam. He hurried to the engineering department's administrative office. "I need to check on a student," he told the clerk. Daniel Sterling. The clerk, a kind-faced woman with glasses, typed the name into her computer. "I'm sorry," the clerk said, turning her screen towards him. "There's no record of a Daniel Sterling ever being enrolled in this department." The words hit Liam like a physical blow. It wasn't possible. It just wasn't. Back in the silent apartment, Liam tore through everything, searching for proof. He pulled out photo albums, his hands shaking. He had to prove he wasn't going crazy. Finally, he found it. A photo from last year's campus festival. He was there, smiling, with his arm around. A blur. A smudge. Where Daniel's face should have been, there was only an indistinct, wavering shape, as if the camera had failed to capture him. Fueled by a desperate energy, Liam turned to his laptop. He spent hours digging through university archives, searching for anything, any digital ghost. Late into the night, he found a heavily encrypted file buried in a forgotten server, linked to a defunct research project. His fingers flew across the keyboard. He bypassed one firewall, then another. The file opened, revealing a simple list of names. And there it was, halfway down the page, Daniel Sterling. A wave of relief and terror washed over Liam. The file contained more than just a list.
Goliath n'était pas seulement force,
In them,
il était
Daniel
stratégie.
detailed his discovery.
Il
The
plongeait,
project's leaders were faking results, manipulating data for a massive corporate payout. He was going to expose them. Suddenly, a new window popped up on his screen. An anonymous message. "They know you're looking. They erased him from the records. If you want to see him again, come to the old observatory at midnight. Alone." The observatory was a skeletal silhouette against the moonlit sky. Inside, dust motes danced in the pale light. A figure stepped from the shadows. Liam? It was Daniel, but he was thinner, his eyes wide with fear. "You came." "They're not just manipulating data, Liam," Daniel whispered urgently. "They're a powerful network. They don't just fire people, they erase them." Just then, the crunch of gravel sounded from outside. Headlights swept across the domed ceiling. "They followed you," Daniel breathed. "Now you're a target too." Sometimes the most terrifying vanishing acts aren't magic, but manipulation. And memory itself can be stolen when truth threatens power.